So I don't know how impromptu this is going to be. That will probably be the intro right there. But these are going to be impromptu videos on purpose. And the reason I'm making them like this is so that I can kind of make them in the spur of the moment. Now, this is the first one because I just only really want to go into two parts with this. I don't know if this is going to be 5 minutes or 25 minutes, but hopefully it'll be on the closer side to the other one. It'll be as sporadic as my hair is right now, honestly. I mean, it's kind of, it's doing whatever it's doing. So, yeah, I kind of want to just talk about two things in this one. And the first one is kind of, well, why I'm making it this impromptu, and the reasons why the background might change over time, I might change location over time, but generally just kind of what's going on with this. And then the second point is why I'm making these. So, first things first, the reason I'm making this in the first place is because of a video my friend Keanu sent me a few days ago, and he finally got me to start watching last night. 4-hour Hamza video, and I'll explain that, the why in a bit, but basically just going over that video that Hamza made, it was making me reflect on things I've already learned and just kind of re-realizing things really. And so the reason for making this is as a response and reaction to that, basically. But this isn't the first one. The reason this doesn't necessarily have a specific topic that I want to kind of get in the flow about and everything like that, and I'll explain all of that stuff later as well in another time. But the main reason for making this is kind of the opening one, but also just kind of explain why I'm going to start making these, and on this channel specifically, and just maybe just generally across social media. So, you know, as messy as my hair is, that is going to be the style of these. It's going to kind of just be as an idea comes across my mind, I'm going to try and share that and shed some light on that in a way that isn't too rambly, but also just getting in the flow of an idea and talking about it. So, like I said, this was a video that my friend sent me that was a few hour long Hamza video, and the real like golden nugget was the first kind of hour and a half for me, and kind of he went into talking about kind of how, especially in the self-help space, obviously Hamza's in the self-help space, it's all about too many people are trying to chase money, change materialistic things, chase the most lucrative business model, whatever. And he really dives into that quite nicely, talking about how we shouldn't be following, we need to be basically following our flow tasks and our passion and our purpose, not just money, which is fantastic. And I've already thought of this before, but obviously you kind of ignore certain stuff because the dopamine hits of everything else. So I'll talk about that another time anyway in more detail, but I kind of reflected on that, and it's the main reason for this, because it made me think about, and my friend Keanu helped me realize kind of what I could be doing with, the time I have and the ideas I get, just random moments of like, oh, I should do this, do this, do this, do this. So note them down so that I can't do them. I can't record 4 videos at once, but I can at least record one that has 2 points in it, and then I can record more over time. And just as I get them, I can just impromptu. This is, although it might not look like it to you, which again, filmmaking, background storytelling. It's got lights. I've got a light there as well. I might have that on sometimes. I might be in a completely different place, obviously clothing over time and everything and the environment, so I'll be in different places over time, but it's just kind of generally filming whatever comes to mind and have an idea and wanting to share it with you. So that's the whole purpose of these videos, and why it's just going to be kind of into camera like this, just talking, and we're talking to you anyway, specifically you, and really just kind of sharing light on a certain subject matter or topic or whatever it might be. So obviously this first one is the why and the how I'm doing, the why I'm choosing to do this and what it's going to be. So like I said, background might change over time. I'll obviously be changing like locations and everything and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's what it is, and I'm going to just be sharing any ideas that I come across. It might be a few times a week, it might be a few times a month, but either way it's going to be kind of sporadic. Not too much editing either, quite raw. This will probably be pretty raw. I just have to, annoyingly at the moment, I'm just using a camera app on Windows, so I've probably just got to line up the audio because I know it's a couple of seconds out, because I've got a cheap little HDMI USB capture thingy. Anyway, I don't want to ramble about that, it's unnecessary. So, this is really it. I'm going to be doing these and sharing my thoughts, ideas, and just getting into the flow of sharing and shedding light on various topics that I want to share knowledge and help and info about with people that might benefit them, and again, maybe hop on calls with people, especially I'm in a server where I've hopped on voice chats with people for months and months now, all of 2023 basically. And so, or at least the very beginning, like February to like April, May, June, I was doing that. So, yeah, lots of stuff. I'll be shedding light on loads of things from kind of business lessons I've been learning. Obviously, my background in like filmmaking, content creation, storytelling, social media marketing, just anything that I get an idea for, I basically end up making like a 10, 20, 30, 50-minute video about. And I hope you find it helpful. And if you ever find these videos helpful, then be sure to share it with a friend if you think they'll find it helpful, and leave a like if you enjoy them, that type of stuff. But I don't really want to plug the hell out of these videos. I just want you to learn from them, and if you think someone might benefit from them, then please share it with them. I think they'll really appreciate it. So that's what these are going to be. Obviously, like I said, things will change over time. It's just going to me. It's almost like a journal, me sharing my thoughts and making them as raw as possible. Obviously, if I feel like I'm rambling and I might watch it back, I might cut to the next point or whatever. So it's still pretty raw, but not super rambly and just hopeless to watch. But yeah, that's about it really. I kind of rambled into the second point during the first point, but obviously why I came across this is because my friend Keanu shared it with me a few days ago, and basically just, deciding to kind of really just do it now with this. The good old call on the good old night quote when you want it. But yeah, just gonna kind of make these impromptu, and whenever I have an idea, record it. I might talk about it for 5 minutes, might talk about it for 50 minutes, but I don't know. But either way, this is only gonna be hopefully like a 10-minute video of that. So, or maybe might be ending it now. I can't decide where I'm gonna go with this. But either way, that's where I came from with regards to this idea and what I'm going to be doing. And so yeah, I hope you enjoy these, and however often I make them, hopefully quite frequently. I want to briefly shed light on kind of why I'm choosing to make this in the reflections I had from the Hamza video, although I want to make an entire video on that as well. So yeah, really the main 2 points he made in the video at the very beginning that I shed, well, he made like 4 or 5 points in like a 4-hour video, but the 2 points I really took away and reflected on were the first hour and a half, which is basically, the first one is don't chase things, like kind of like law of attraction type of stuff, which is you don't want to be chasing supercars, you don't want to be chasing materialistic things, you don't want to be chasing a mansion and this thing and that, and kind of what the whole like millionaire influencer lifestyle is. You don't want to be chasing that. And it basically talking about how when you focus on something that fills you with fulfillment and purpose, all of those things are typically a byproduct of it anyway. Because then his second point of this hour and a half subject to the 4-hour video was basically finding your flow task and just kind of working out what tasks just kind of let time run away with you, and you just get into flow, even if it requires a bit of effort and some time and strength a little bit, but generally tasks that just get in the flow. For me, it's many tasks actually. It's coming up with ideas for being in the flow of stories and kind of work. Like, for instance, there's a task which I cannot explain, like 2 very particular and specific tasks which get me in a flow completely. One is working out lighting setups for like filming and cinematography. I'm obsessed with like working out lighting setups and where to put stuff. It's just, I'm obsessed with it. And the other one is basically like coaching in a way, but with like marketing and business coaching, kind of small business and marketing. I love coming up with ideas for kind of making funnels and working out how to promote something in the best way, or the certain type of content to be making, or how you could do this and do that, what kind of platforms at what times. I love those 2 areas, but there's obviously a multitude of areas that I do love to think about and kind of process, and ideas just come in. And really, it's just finding that flow for you. So I've been trying to find it, and I've got to do some kind of analyzing my own thoughts of activities as well, of when am I in a flow of ideas and when am I in a flow activity, and just go from there and learn that. So I'll be sharing my thoughts as well, because this is a flow for me, just talking as well. It's another one, so analyzing how I think about just filming these as well for myself and noting them down. So yeah, that's about it. I just realized it is going to be about a 10-minute video, so yeah, thanks for your time, thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it, and share it with anybody you think would benefit from this. And obviously I've got many more things coming in the future, a multitude of subjects. I do apologise, YouTube algorithm, you're going to be confused as hell from these videos, because one moment it's going to be like helping you with a lighting setup and why your lighting doesn't matter, but how you can work on it anyway, and another time it might be how to build a powerful lead magnet. I really don't know, but I'm going to be recording whatever I record, so hope you enjoyed them, and I hope they help. And yeah, I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.